Well, hello everybody, I'm back and I've been gone for a couple of weeks now, and the reason being is because I sabotaged myself is what I did, and I set myself up for thinking that I was a failure and that I was all these things, and that's it took me a couple weeks to come out of this mode and kind of talk about it to let you know what's been going on. I wanted to get to the root of why I keep doing this to myself, and because I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I've been doing so great and feeling so great, and I want to start a YouTube channel. And I thought, well, let's talk about this journey and my husband's journey through this and how he was able to overcome type 2 diabetes and high cholesterol and high blood pressure and all those things. And I thought when I started this YouTube channel that it would really keep me on track, and I'm just going to put myself out there and it's going to keep me going, and I'm not going to mess up and all this kind of stuff. Well, that's not the case, because life is real, things happen and you mess up. Now, and I didn't want to put myself out here like I'm some kind of phony and I'm, doing all this and, and I'm not a real person that's never going to mess up, but I have messed up. And my whole life has been up and down with weight loss. I have tried every diet on the planet. I have tried every thing you can imagine under the sun, the cabbage soup diet, Weight Watchers, paleo, everything. But I do have to say, when I discovered plant-based eating and going that route, I do feel 100% best. I feel 100% when I'm eating that way. My husband also, that's how he reversed all of his ailments. I went plant-based strictly for health reasons, and I'm sorry if that upsets some people out there, but I did it for health reasons. Now, I do not support animal cruelty by any means. Like, I do try to not use products that I know have animal testing and all that kind of stuff, because I didn't really think about that before, and I do now. I'm more self-aware of that, eating plant-based, about those kind of things. But I am not opposed to eating meat or people that do eat meat, because I'm still not, I can't really consider myself 100% plant-based, because once in a while I still will eat meat. And I post recipes mostly vegan or plant-based because I do think it is the most cleanest possible way you can possibly eat. And I don't oppose people eating meat because they're eating grass-fed. I mean, obviously it's the best, or, if they're killing it themselves or whatever. And as long as the animals aren't being, tortured and that sort of thing. So I don't support that part of it. Okay, anyway, enough of that. So why I want to do this video is just to get into talking about what's happened to me these last couple weeks and how I'm starting to overcome it and all that kind of stuff. I had an experience happen, and it caused me to go off the wagon and turn to food. And I went crazy. I went to fast food. I totally binged, like a alcoholic would binge, or a drug addict or whatever. I totally binged. And then I felt like crap, emotionally and physically felt like crap. And I thought, oh my gosh, how can I even post a video? I'm lying to myself. I had to really dig down deep and figure out why I was doing this and what happened, and so I could talk about it and share it with you. I had to figure out what happens when you are hungry. What happens to people who do that? I mean, first of all, I come from an Italian family, and everything is centered around food. Every single thing, every event is about food. Everything is food. Everything is food related. And you get comfort with food. And that's for a lot of people too, not just Italians, but Italians is strictly about the food, and a lot of it. When you think about going on any diet plan, people say, eat until you're satisfied. Well, what the heck is satisfied? I mean, there are the people out there who have it together. They don't live to eat, they eat to live. And I get that saying, but it hasn't applied for me in the past. And I get it, and I get what it means, and I'm trying to make that my life, but I still sabotage myself every now and then, and I'm trying to overcome that. So eating till you're satisfied, these are the phases of eating as far as I'm concerned. I'm hungry, I need to eat. I've eaten already, but I could eat more. And oh my gosh, I ate way too much. Oh my gosh. And I know half of the people out there can also say, even though they're full, if dessert comes around, it's like, oh, there's always room for dessert. Or there's always that saying, oh, there's always room for Jell-O. And then you still eat, so you can always eat more. We don't stop eating because we're full. It doesn't work that way. So, you know, we have to figure out how we're going to overcome that part. So I could say, you know, I'm an overeater. I overeat. And so when you start thinking about calories that way and how food goes into your body, it cannot be a free-for-all. You can't just eat, and you have to create a difference in how you're going to approach that. So if you're going to go to a party, yeah, most of us know what to do, but how to do it is another thing. Like, you know, you try to prepare yourself. You try to look up the menu before you go to a restaurant, or you try to eat a big salad or eat something before you go to an event. Well, sometimes that's not always the case, because when you get there, you still want to eat that good stuff that's not good for you when you get there. So how do you overcome that? What do you got to do? I mean, you have to, and I'm going to go into that in a little bit about the laws of attraction that I've discovered, but let's talk about calories first. Here's the thing that I also discovered on a vegan diet. So I thought going vegan, you could just eat all the plants and potatoes and all that stuff. You could just eat it until it's not going to matter what it does, you know, but that's not necessarily true, because the law it's still a fact. You have to eat less calories than what you burn in order to lose weight. That still applies no matter what diet that you choose. That still applies. Calories are not all the same either. Like if you eat a bag of Doritos, like the saying goes, through your lips forever on your hips, that's mostly true. But you eat a bunch of fat content, a bunch of oil and stuff, yeah, that's gonna go straight to your fat. And with that being said, you know, you could eat the same amount of calories in broccoli, and it's full of fiber, nutrition, and vitamins and nutrients that's going to be good for you, and your body is going to feel fuller faster than you do eating a bag of Doritos. You eat a bag of Doritos, you can still eat more food, you know, because it's not going to make you full, you know, if that makes sense, you know. So they're going to absorb different, and it's going to take a while for something like broccoli and stuff to absorb better in your body. I mean, it's going to take a while for it to, you know, because of the fiber and stuff. So they absorb differently and disperse differently in your body. So that's also true, you know, and we all know that. We all know what we're supposed to eat and what we shouldn't eat and all that kind of stuff. But you shouldn't eat it if it's going to be a big trigger too. Like, who can eat just one chip? No one. So, and I know there's others around there that are like me, that are going through this struggle. I'm not the only one out there. So I have to keep remembering that, instead of when I'm by myself and I think about, oh my gosh, what did I do? There's others out there like me. And this has been other people's patterns, gaining weight up and down, up and down, up and down. But I really want to get to the point where I can do this and get it off. And I can only change how I personally choose to handle the situation, and I can only change how I personally feel about the situation. I thought before, you know, just pray about it. It's gonna fix everything. Just pray through it. But unless I know what the root of it is, I am not going to accomplish anything, because this has been my whole life. And this is where I discovered a video, because you guys all know, like when I first started this YouTube channel, I followed High Carb Hannah and how she talked about the laws of attraction. And I never really knew what that was before, so I started looking it up. And I've been trying to apply this the last couple of weeks, and it's been working, and it's been very helpful, especially this last week. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, what it is. It's basically positive affirmations that you say to yourself to help you through your day and through your life's goals. And it could be weight loss, it could be relationships, it could be with financial status. It could be a lot of different things. This is how you get through not self-sabotaging yourself every time you have a problem that arises. You have to keep saying these affirmations to yourself to get through things, because every time there's going to be a bump in the road, you're not going to constantly want to turn to food or whatever it is that sabotages you, and then you tell yourself over and over, oh, I'm a horrible person, I failed, or why did I do that to myself? I mean, nobody wants to do these things to themselves. There's not one person that wakes up every day and says, oh my gosh, I want to go out there and I'm going to eat like 2 cheeseburgers, and then I'm going to go to Dairy Queen later and have a blizzard or whatever. I mean, nobody wants to do that, or nobody's going to say to themselves, oh, I just wanted to go out there and gamble all my money away, or I just wanted to go have that drink. Nobody wants to do that. You know, so this is how you overcome yourself with the laws of attraction. And what you need to do is you you need to start saying positive statements about yourself. Write down on a piece of paper, because this is what I've been doing, and I'm going to get more into this later as I learn more about it, but write down positive things. Write down 5 things that are true about yourself and say, I am a very loyal person. I have very strong convictions about whatever it is in your life. You know, whatever it is about yourself that is to be true. I love how I feel when I'm done exercising. You could say, I love this type of exercise. Say these things that are positive, that are true statements. I know I'm a loyal friend. I know that I love helping in this area. Say things that are true about yourself. And then write down 5 statements that you want to be true about yourself. Like, I am aware that my life is getting better and better, and I have this particular goal set. That is one thing you could say about yourself. Or, I am happy and healthy when I eat the perfect amount of food for my body, or the right types of food for my body. I feel like this. Or, I feel 100% better when I do this type of action. Say these things that you want to happen. And I've been writing these things down myself, and I've been saying them every day, and I'm also visioning how I want to be too. So like I'm saying, I feel perfect in my skin right now. I love who I'm going to become. I love the fact that I eat the perfect amount of food that's right for my body. I love how, and make them all positive statements. Don't say anything that's negative, because it's going to basically give you the opposite reaction. Like, say, I believe, I am, I know, I'm happy when. Make those things to be true. Use the present tense, what's going on in your life right now. Don't say, I will get better when, or things of that nature. I will, because then you're basically sabotaging yourself like that, because then you're saying, I'm really not getting better. You want to say things like, I choose to eat better. I don't say things like, no, not, I will not, because that gives you the opposite. I will not eat this, or I will not do that, or I will not go to the casino today, or I will not spend money today, because then it gives you the opposite reaction. Subconsciously, basically what you're saying is you're a failure, and you don't want to do that. You want to turn around and be positive and say, I will make a decision to do this. And if you say these things 3 times a day and meditate on that, that is the law of attraction, and it will come to you. And I've noticed this to be true with me this last week. Now, I'm not going to say, that this is 100% effective. You have to apply it, and you have to, with your meditation, prayer, and all those things that you do. I know it's a lot of hard work to get to where I used to be when I used to exercise. I love dancing. I love Zumba, because I do love those things. And I don't want to do stuff that I hate, not everybody needs to do the things they love to have a positive outcome. I just wanted to share that with you, why I've been out of commission for a little bit. I had to figure out what was going on, and because I still want to make this a positive experience, and I want to continue this channel, and I want it to grow, and I want my journey to inspire other people as well. But I want to do it in a positive, healthy way. I want to come through this and help people to how to overcome some of that stuff. But I know I'm done rambling, and I hope some of this made sense, and I will talk about it more next week. I think I'm going to do a series on Mondays of kind of like a blog type of thing, or a vlog. I should say vlog. That's what they say when you do it. It's just part of the transformation, and I want to share that with you, with everyone. Because I'm an open book, and I really want to be able to help people as I get through this myself and talk about those things. And then I will still continue to do recipes and all that, and I will still feature Ron, so don't worry about that. So I know I said I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, but right now I think I'm going to do Mondays and Thursdays until I can get through this struggle that I'm dealing with. And so Mondays will definitely be more of a vlog, and then Thursdays will definitely be recipes for you guys, and then random videos in between if I can get to it and feature Ron in those and different things like that. Thank you for going through this struggle with me and being patient, putting up with this with me as I figure this whole thing out. So, okay, talk to you later. Bye.